Okay, so I'm going to try something new here. This little thing is in the way and I can't see. Okay, so hopefully I'm sharing my screen. This is our read aloud this week, and you know how we always have a glare issue where you can't see the pages. I'm going to do it this way, and that way you can see the pages a whole lot better. And I can read you the book and we can talk about it, and it's hopefully lots better. So this book is called Up in the Garden and Down in the Dirt. It's written by Kate Messner, and the illustrator is Christopher Silas Neal. Lots of different plants that you can eat right there. Up in the garden and down in the dirt. Up in the garden, I stand and plan, my hands full of seeds and my head full of dreams. Spring sun shines down to melt the sleepy snow. Wind whistles through last year's plants, and mud sucks at my rain boots. It's not quite time, Nana says. Down in the dirt, things need to dry out and warm up. What's down there? I ask. Down in the dirt is a whole busy world of earthworms and insects, digging and building and stirring up the soil. They're already working down in the dirt. Up in the garden, we snap brittle stalks, scoop rustly armfuls, and wheel away weeds for the chickens. While they squabble and scratch, we spread compost over the soil. The text in the book switches between two places here. What are the two places? Up in the garden, right? Yes, down underneath the ground, right? Which place do you think we will learn more about next? Well, let's see, okay? Goodness gracious, I can't get I should just, you know what? Here. Down in the dirt, pillbugs chew through last year's leaves. I give a gentle poke. They roll up tight and hide in plated suits of armor. Roly-poly round. Look at that rabbit up there. Up in the garden, it's time to plant. I trail a furrow with my finger and sprinkle seeds in a careful row. Give them a drink, Nana says. We pat them down to snuggle in the dark. Down in the dirt, a tomato hornworm rests, waiting for wings, and the leaves where she'll lay her eggs. Up in the garden, carrot plants sprout. Pea blossoms bloom. Wasps are on the prowl, and honeybees visit, legs loaded with pollen. Remember we talked about that bee we looked closely at, that the pollen looked like it had big cargo pants pockets? And we thought maybe the people that designed cargo pants might have used the bee for inspiration. I weed and wilt in the sun so strong even Nana looks for shade. Down in the dirt, earthworms tunnel deep. I'm jealous of their cool, damp dark. Up in the garden, rain shower! Nana turns the hose on me. Eee! Do you see the baby robins? Is the mama feeding them? That is so funny. A robin just ran into my window. I hide behind the cucumber vines, but their leaves can't save me. I shiver and laugh, drenched in Nana's rain. Down in the dirt, water soaks deep. Roots drink it in, and a long-legged spider stilt walks over the streams. Let's see, where is that dude? I do see these guys over here. There it is. There's a robin pecking at my window. I think it thinks that its reflection is a mate. I'm not quite sure. Up in the garden, there's so much to eat. Ladybugs feast on aphids. That's a good thing. We like ladybugs that eat aphids. Nana crunches green beans. I bite a ripe tomato, warm from the sun. Juice dribbles down my chin. Maybe she's from Indiana. I love Indiana tomatoes. Where did the girl and Nana's green beans and tomatoes come from? Yes, a garden that they planted and grew, right? Down in the dirt, a robin's beak finds a cricket, a beetle, a grub. Slugs are scrumptious too. Do slugs sound scrumptious to you? Up in the garden, we pick cukes and zucchini, harvesting into the dark. Cukes are cucumbers. Bats swoop through the sunflowers, and I pluck June bugs from the basil until it's time for bed. I wonder if that Junve is pronounced Junve in another language. I don't think it's Junve. I don't think Spanish says that. If you know the answer, let me know. I have a lot of wonderful cultures in this classroom, and I bet one of you knows what language that is. Down in the dirt, skunks work the night shift. They snuffle and dig and gobble cutworms while I sleep. Up in the garden, a praying mantis wakes to hunt mosquitoes. Nana sprays away the aphids, and I'm after grasshoppers. ready to swoosh. But snap! Someone else is faster. Down in the dirt, a smooth, shining garter snake crunches on supper. Up in the garden, the wind grows cool. Pumpkins blush orange, and sunflowers bow to September. Nana ties them together to build a house for reading. Oh my goodness, how cool would that be? To sit and read in a tiny little tent underneath a whole bunch of sunflowers arching over you. Down in the dirt, an orb weaver spins her web, strand by silken strand. She'll munch on moths tonight. I've seen some beautiful orb weavers. Brightly colored spiders that don't have poison. Up in the garden, colored leaves litter squash vines, and we know the cold is coming. Hurry, hurry, and harvest! There's enough for the neighbors, too. Down in the dirt, frantic ants gather what we leave behind. They're storing food for cooler days ahead. What are the girl and Nana doing? They're harvesting, aren't they? Up in the garden, frost draws lace on leftover leaves, where secret egg sacs hang, waiting for the warm to return. We say goodbye and spread the winter blankets. Down in the dirt, beetles burrow. Ants scurry home. Earthworms curl tight in the dark. When Grandpa calls us in for soup, an autumn moon is rising. Up in the garden, dry corn stalks tremble and the wind smells like winter. But the long, ripe days of summer still rest in the garden beds. The ladybugs and bumblebees, earthworms and ants are hunkered down, hiding, biding their time. Dreaming of sunshine and blossoms and sprouts. Under the bare arms of trees and the blanketing snow, a whole new garden sleeps down in the dirt. You see what's happening down there? It's kind of neat how the artist drew all those little burrows to look like plants. I see an acorn down here, and these little tunnels the artist painted or drew to look like flowers. There's an earthworm all balled up in the middle of that area that looks like a flower. And there is a hornet in what looks like a leaf, but it's not really. It's just a burrow. Lots of eggs down there that will become larvae in the spring. Neat art. I think that's pretty. That was the end of the story. I will go ahead and assign this in case you and your parents want to read about the animals. That's this section right here, just for fun. Yeah, lots of cool stuff in this book. I'll push it through so that if you want to log into HMH and look at it sometime just for fun, you can. All right, you guys. Talk to you soon. Love you.